என்ன டென்ஷன்?
இல்ல சீனியர், MBA கோர்ஸ்க்கு பெஸ்ட் காலேஜ் தேடிட்டு இருக்கேன். ஃபாரின்ல பண்ணலாமான்னு பாக்குறேன். ரொம்ப ஸ்ட்ரெஸ்ஃபுல்லா இருக்கு.
பெஸ்ட் காலேஜ் ஏன் ஃபாரின்ல போய் தேடணும்? பக்கத்துலயே இருக்கப்போ RLIMS MBAக்கு இதான் பெஸ்ட் சாய்ஸ். ஃபினான்ஸ் அண்ட் பேங்கிங், டிஜிட்டல் மார்க்கெட்டிங், அக்ரி பிசினஸ் மேனேஜ்மெண்ட் அண்ட் பிசினஸ் அனலிட்டிக்ஸ்.
பட் நான் இன்ஜினியரிங்ல எனக்கான எலெக்டிவ் கோர்ஸ் அங்க இருக்கா?
எஸ் இருக்கு. ஆர்டிஃபிஷியல் இன்டெலிஜென்ஸ், மெஷின் லேர்னிங், மெட்டாவர்ஸ், பைத்தன் ப்ரோக்ராமிங், பிளாக் செயின் எக்ஸெட்ரா எக்ஸெட்ரா. இன்னும் எக்கச்சக்கமா இருக்கு. அதுவும் வெல் எக்ஸ்பீரியன்ஸ் அண்ட் குவாலிஃபைட் ஃபேக்கல்டி அண்ட் ஃபாரின் கெஸ்ட் லெக்சர் வச்சு சொல்லி தராங்க. So RLIMS தான் பெஸ்ட் சாய்ஸ். RL Institute of Management Studies, TVR நகர், அருப்புக்கோட்டை ரோட், மதுரை 625022. Email ID rlims@rlims.in. Contact number 9506655581. Hey,
hi.
என்ன டென்ஷன்?
இல்ல சீனியர், MBA கோர்ஸ்க்கு பெஸ்ட் காலேஜ் தேடிட்டு இருக்கேன். ஃபாரின்ல பண்ணலாமான்னு பாக்குறேன். ரொம்ப ஸ்ட்ரெஸ்ஃபுல்லா இருக்கு.
பெஸ்ட் காலேஜ் ஏன் ஃபாரின்ல போய் தேடணும்? பக்கத்துலயே இருக்கப்போ RLIMS MBAக்கு இதான் பெஸ்ட் சாய்ஸ். ஃபினான்ஸ் அண்ட் பேங்கிங், டிஜிட்டல் மார்க்கெட்டிங், அக்ரி பிசினஸ் மேனேஜ்மெண்ட் அண்ட் பிசினஸ் அனலிட்டிக்ஸ்.
பட் நான் இன்ஜினியரிங்ல எனக்கான எலெக்டிவ் கோர்ஸ் அங்க இருக்கா?
எஸ் இருக்கு. ஆர்டிஃபிஷியல் இன்டெலிஜென்ஸ், மெஷின் லேர்னிங், மெட்டாவர்ஸ், பைத்தன் ப்ரோக்ராமிங், பிளாக் செயின் எக்ஸெட்ரா எக்ஸெட்ரா. இன்னும் எக்கச்சக்கமா இருக்கு. அதுவும் வெல் எக்ஸ்பீரியன்ஸ் அண்ட் குவாலிஃபைட் ஃபேக்கல்டி அண்ட் ஃபாரின் கெஸ்ட் லெக்சர் வச்சு சொல்லி தராங்க.
So RLIMS தான் பெஸ்ட் சாய்ஸ்.
RL Institute of Management Studies, TVR நகர், அருப்புக்கோட்டை ரோட், மதுரை 625022. Email ID rlims@rlims.in. Contact number 9506655581.
As you embark on a new journey in your life, as the uncertainties engulf you, as a new world of opportunities open up to you, you see your life spread before you like a blank canvas, waiting for you to paint it beautiful with your skills, talent, and hard work. To RLIMS, your gateway to your dreams, where your knowledge is built, where your spirit is kindled, where your talent is staged. RLIMS, where your life is built upon your dreams. As you embark on a new journey in your
என்ன டென்ஷன்?
இல்ல சீனியர், MBA கோர்ஸ்க்கு பெஸ்ட் காலேஜ் தேடிட்டு இருக்கேன். ஃபாரின்ல பண்ணலாமான்னு பாக்குறேன். ரொம்ப ஸ்ட்ரெஸ்ஃபுல்லா இருக்கு.
பெஸ்ட் காலேஜ் ஏன் ஃபாரின்ல போய் தேடணும்? பக்கத்துலயே இருக்கப்போ RLIMS MBAக்கு இதான் பெஸ்ட் சாய்ஸ். ஃபினான்ஸ் அண்ட் பேங்கிங், டிஜிட்டல் மார்க்கெட்டிங், அக்ரி பிசினஸ் மேனேஜ்மெண்ட் அண்ட் பிசினஸ் அனலிட்டிக்ஸ்.
பட் நான் இன்ஜினியரிங்ல எனக்கான எலெக்டிவ் கோர்ஸ் அங்க இருக்கா?
எஸ் இருக்கு. ஆர்டிஃபிஷியல் இன்டெலிஜென்ஸ், மெஷின் லேர்னிங், மெட்டாவர்ஸ், பைத்தன் ப்ரோக்ராமிங், பிளாக் செயின் எக்ஸெட்ரா எக்ஸெட்ரா. இன்னும் எக்கச்சக்கமா இருக்கு. அதுவும் வெல் எக்ஸ்பீரியன்ஸ் அண்ட் குவாலிஃபைட் ஃபேக்கல்டி அண்ட் ஃபாரின் கெஸ்ட் லெக்சர் வச்சு சொல்லி தராங்க.
So RLIMS தான் பெஸ்ட் சாய்ஸ்.
RL Institute of Management Studies, TVR நகர், அருப்புக்கோட்டை ரோட், மதுரை 625022. Email ID rlims@rlims.in. Contact number 9506655581. Hey,
hi.
என்ன டென்ஷன்?
இல்ல சீனியர், MBA கோர்ஸ்க்கு பெஸ்ட் காலேஜ் தேடிட்டு இருக்கேன். ஃபாரின்ல பண்ணலாமான்னு பாக்குறேன். ரொம்ப ஸ்ட்ரெஸ்ஃபுல்லா இருக்கு.
பெஸ்ட் காலேஜ் ஏன் ஃபாரின்ல போய் தேடணும்? பக்கத்துலயே இருக்கப்போ RLIMS MBAக்கு இதான் பெஸ்ட் சாய்ஸ். ஃபினான்ஸ் அண்ட் பேங்கிங், டிஜிட்டல் மார்க்கெட்டிங், அக்ரி பிசினஸ் மேனேஜ்மெண்ட் அண்ட் பிசினஸ் அனலிட்டிக்ஸ்.
பட் நான் இன்ஜினியரிங்ல எனக்கான எலெக்டிவ் கோர்ஸ் அங்க இருக்கா?
எஸ் இருக்கு. ஆர்டிஃபிஷியல் இன்டெலிஜென்ஸ், மெஷின் லேர்னிங், மெட்டாவர்ஸ், பைத்தன் ப்ரோக்ராமிங், பிளாக் செயின் எக்ஸெட்ரா எக்ஸெட்ரா. இன்னும் எக்கச்சக்கமா இருக்கு. அதுவும் வெல் எக்ஸ்பீரியன்ஸ் அண்ட் குவாலிஃபைட் ஃபேக்கல்டி அண்ட் ஃபாரின் கெஸ்ட் லெக்சர் வச்சு சொல்லி தராங்க.
So RLIMS தான் பெஸ்ட் சாய்ஸ்.
RL Institute of Management Studies, TVR நகர், அருப்புக்கோட்டை ரோட், மதுரை 625022. Email ID rlims@rlims.in. Contact number 9506655581. ஹே
ஹாய்.
என்ன டென்ஷன்?
இல்ல சீனியர்,
As you embark on a new journey in your life, as the uncertainties engulf you, as a new world of opportunities open up to you, you see your life spread before you like a blank canvas, waiting for you to paint it beautiful with your skills, talent, and hard work. Welcome to RLIMS, your gateway to your dreams, where your knowledge is built, where your spirit is kindled, where your talent is staged. RLIMS, where your life is built upon your dreams. As you embark on a new journey in your life, as the uncertainties engulf you, as a new world of opportunities open up to you, you see your life spread before you like a blank canvas, waiting for you to paint it beautiful with your skills, talent, and hard work. Welcome to RLIMS, your gateway to your dreams, where your knowledge is built, where your spirit is kindled, where your talent is staged. RLIMS, where your life is built upon your dreams. As you embark on a new journey in your life, as the uncertainties engulf you, as a new world of opportunities open up to you, you see your life spread before you like a blank canvas, waiting for you to paint it beautiful with your skills, talent, and hard work. Welcome to RLIMS, your gateway to your dreams, where your knowledge is built, where your spirit is kindled, where your talent is staged. RLIMS, where your life is built upon your dreams. As you embark on a new journey in your life, as the uncertainties engulf you, as a new world of opportunities open up to you, you see your life spread before you like a blank canvas, waiting for you to paint it beautiful with your skills, talent, and hard work. Welcome to RLIMS, your gateway to your dreams, where your knowledge is built, where your spirit is kindled, where your talent is staged. RLIMS, where your life is built upon your dreams. As you embark on a new journey in your life, as the uncertainties engulf you, as a new world of opportunities open up to you, you see your life spread before you like a blank canvas, waiting for you to paint it beautiful with your skills, talent, and hard work. Welcome to RLIMS.
ஹே
ஹாய்.
என்ன டென்ஷன்?
இல்ல சீனியர், MBA கோர்ஸ்க்கு பெஸ்ட் காலேஜ் தேடிட்டு இருக்கேன். ஃபாரின்ல பண்ணலாமான்னு பார்க்குறேன். ரொம்ப ஸ்ட்ரெஸ்ஃபுல்லா இருக்கு.
பெஸ்ட் காலேஜ் ஏன் ஃபாரின்ல போய் தேடணும்? பக்கத்துலயே இருக்கப்போ RLIMS MBAக்கு இதான் பெஸ்ட் சாய்ஸ். ஃபினான்ஸ் அண்ட் பேங்கிங், டிஜிட்டல் மார்க்கெட்டிங், அக்ரி பிசினஸ் மேனேஜ்மெண்ட் அண்ட் பிசினஸ் அனலிட்டிக்ஸ்.
பட் நான் இன்ஜினியரிங்ல எனக்கான எலெக்டிவ் கோர்ஸ் அங்க இருக்கா?
எஸ் இருக்கு. ஆர்டிஃபிஷியல் இன்டெலிஜென்ஸ், மெஷின் லேர்னிங், மெட்டாவர்ஸ், பைத்தன் ப்ரோக்ராமிங், பிளாக் செயின் எக்ஸெட்ரா. இன்னும் எக்கச்சக்கமா இருக்கு. அதுவும் வெல் எக்ஸ்பீரியன்ஸ் அண்ட் குவாலிஃபைட் ஃபேக்கல்டி அண்ட் ஃபாரின் கெஸ்ட் லெக்சர் வச்சு சொல்லி தராங்க. So
RLIMS தான் பெஸ்ட் சாய்ஸ்.
RL Institute of Management Studies, TVR Nagar, Arupukottai Road, Madurai 625022. Email ID rlims@rlims.in. Contact number 9500665581. Hey,
ஹாய்.
என்ன டென்ஷன்?
இல்ல சீனியர், MBA கோர்ஸ்க்கு பெஸ்ட் காலேஜ் தேடிட்டு இருக்கேன். ஃபாரின்ல பண்ணலாமான்னு பாக்குறேன். ரொம்ப ஸ்ட்ரெஸ்ஃபுல்லா இருக்கு.
பெஸ்ட் காலேஜ் ஏன் ஃபாரின்ல போய் தேடணும்? பக்கத்துலயே இருக்கப்போ RLIMS MBAக்கு இதான் பெஸ்ட் சாய்ஸ். ஃபினான்ஸ் அண்ட் பேங்கிங், டிஜிட்டல் மார்க்கெட்டிங், அக்ரி பிசினஸ் மேனேஜ்மெண்ட் அண்ட் பிசினஸ் அனலிட்டிக்ஸ்.
பட் நான் இன்ஜினியரிங்ல எனக்கான எலெக்டிவ் கோர்ஸ் அங்க இருக்கா?
எஸ் இருக்கு. ஆர்டிஃபிஷியல் இன்டெலிஜென்ஸ். Hey,
ஹாய்.
என்ன டென்ஷன்?
இல்ல சீனியர், MBA கோர்ஸ்க்கு பெஸ்ட் காலேஜ் தேடிட்டு இருக்கேன். ஃபாரின்ல பண்ணலாமான்னு பாக்குறேன். ரொம்ப ஸ்ட்ரெஸ்ஃபுல்லா இருக்கு.
பெஸ்ட் காலேஜ் ஏன் ஃபாரின்ல போய் தேடணும்? பக்கத்துலயே இருக்கப்போ RLIMS MBAக்கு இதான் பெஸ்ட் சாய்ஸ். ஃபினான்ஸ் அண்ட் பேங்கிங், டிஜிட்டல் மார்க்கெட்டிங், அக்ரி பிசினஸ் மேனேஜ்மெண்ட் அண்ட் பிசினஸ் அனலிட்டிக்ஸ்.
பட் நான்
It's my pleasure standing before you to have another wonderful session. Today we have the right person, Mr. Raghavendran from HCL. Put your hands together to welcome him. How it was and how it is going to be from now on. So putting together, he will be addressing you on all these topics. And before we begin the topic, as a part of recognizing our partners, as a part of recognizing our resources, we showcase our gratitude. So I request Mr. Raghavendran to recognize my partners. Please come here, sir. You'll be on the stage. So let us now start recognizing our partners and resources as an applause, appreciation to them. Firstly, let me invite our fellow school principal, Madam Suryaprabha Madam, to be on the stage to receive the memento. Thank you, Madam, for accepting our invite. So, Madam, as the principal of our KRS school, it's my pleasure to hand over the memento. Similarly, every day, all my students during their tea break go to mess, have a cup of tea and snacks, and again on select days you also go for lunch. You all get everything because of one person sits over there and coordinates with them, with us. So it is time to put our hands together to welcome Ms. Srinivasan sir. It's my pleasure. We have students who are staying in hostel. I take my hostel wardens are like second mothers to our students. So in this connect, I would like to recognize our hostel warden, Ms. Sumati Madam, on the stage. I would like to recognize another fellow warden, Ms. Nirmala Madam, on the stage. Thank you, sir. Thank you, madam. Thanks for being with us. I trust they have their own work to continue. Let us permit them to go and continue their work. It's our pleasure you all are here. Thank you. Right. Instead of investing much time, let us now listen to an introduction to our chief guest.
Good morning, everyone. It's a pleasure to introduce Raghavendran Ji, an accomplished human resources professional with over 18 years of rich experience across the HR spectrum. Currently serving as the Group Manager of HR at HCL Technologies in Madurai, Raghavendran is a seasoned expert in managing the entire employee life cycle, from onboarding to offboarding. His journey in HR began with roles at HCL BPO and Bharti Infocell, where he honed his skills in customer care and employee relations. Over the years, he has taken on increasingly strategic roles at Centripur, Bahar Allianz Life Insurance, TVS Automobile Solutions, and RTP, where he played a pivotal role in talent management, employee retention, and competency development. At HCL Tech, Raghavendran has been instrumental in partnering with business unit leaders to drive strategic HR initiatives, ensuring alignment with organizational goals. His ability to analyze trends, manage complex employee relations issues, and develop effective HR strategies has earned him a reputation as a trusted HR leader. With a deep commitment to fostering positive workplace environments, Raghavendran continues to shape the future of HR at HCL Technologies, guiding teams through change and driving sustainable growth. We are thrilled to have him share his invaluable HR expertise and insights with us today.
So before we come on the session, we all time love the backbenchers, right? So Yogesh, the last row, come down to the front. Rajamanikam, your row, come down to the front. Come, quick. Don't sit down there. Come to the front rows. Come. Siva not there. Mr. Siva Sarvi, Siva Adi not there. Come down here. Yes, Govindo, come here. So next 50 minutes will be the session of our guest today. Listen to him, interact with him, ask more questions to begin the session with a positive note. Before the session commencement, we had a discussion. He has offered internship from HCL, which we will discuss later. He has offered that. Right? Over to you, sir.
Okay, so good morning.
Good morning, sir.
So I know some of you are not happy, especially the people who joined in the front row. Okay, let's make it very interactive so that you will also have some takeaway. I know it has been a roller coaster journey for the last 2 weeks, right? This session has been happening for the last 2 weeks. Did anybody miss any session? Did any of you miss any of this session? But in this room, there is one person who missed this session. Who is that? So can somebody volunteer and tell me what is the key learning they had in the last 2 week session? Just somebody from the crowd. Trust me, I don't know what happened. Your friends know, your principal know, your professors know, right? But nobody is going to judge you. I just want one volunteer to come forward and give me the gist of what happened in the last 2 weeks, whatever it is.
Quick, any one or two?
Or you can stand there itself and you can say. You don't need to come forward.
Give it to me.
You can introduce your name and you can tell me.
Myself, Shweta sir. I am from 2024 to 26 batch of MBA. In the first 13 days, we had an industrial visit and a heritage walk to RLIMS, and the alumni of this college were invited and talk about the business were gone.
Good, thank you, sir.
Thank you, Sweta. Okay, so I don't want to put any of you in any uncomfortable position like this. But why did I do this? So all of you are going to be an MBA professional at the end of 2 years, right? So you are no more students. Whatever you call yourself as students are over, right? The moment you complete your graduation, it is over. Now you are a professional. That is what MBA is all about. You know how many MBA graduates get passed out in India every year? And you know what is the employment ratio of them? Employability ratio? You know what is employability ratio? How many of them becomes an employee? In 2015, it used to be 47%. Right? Now, in 2024, it has touched 71%. Okay, this is the source from the government portal. So when we talk about employability, when we talk about being professional, the most important thing is you should never shy away from any opportunity that comes to you. Right? Throw all your nervousness away. Just be bold and grab the opportunity. You don't know which one is an opportunity. Right? You can never define an opportunity. Opportunity will not come in the way of a placement cell. This right now that we have, this interaction could be an opportunity for you to make an impact among your friends, in the eyes of your professors, in the eyes of the external person. So whenever that comes, in the next 1.5 year, 2 year. Wherever you see that as an opportunity, please grab it. Okay? This is my first request to you. So by the time I finish this session, there will be a couple of requests from my end, which I want you to carry forward. Do not forget, because these are not to be, forgotten, right? So, anybody in this crowd who don't understand Tamil? Nobody. Good. Thank you. So when we talk about in this digital era, why are we talking about this digital era? So what happened previously? So when HR was not called as an HR, they were called as personnel, right? Personnel managers. So you have a big forum for HRs, which is SHR, Strategic Human Resources. We call it as strategic. What is it called? Society of Human Resources, right? So that one was called as Personnel, APA, because this is an American foundation. When they started, it was in 47, 48. Okay, it has become the world's largest HR group. They give certification, right? You have a certified body, all those things. So when we used to start, even when I started my career as an HR professional, I will not say we were not completely digitalized. We were on the way of getting digitalized because we started using Excel and all, right? So before that, it used to be only hard copies. We will sit and go through hard copies of attendance report. Because why we capture attendance? To process salary, payroll, right? End of the day, people work for salary. That is a basic thing. It is the hygiene factor. So in order to pay them, we will go through the record. You have to go through physical copies and multiple checks, and then we'll process. Then the payroll person will process the salary. It used to be like that. But now, all it requires is a swipe, right? A swipe card. And that also got revolutionized. The swipe card is needed only when you are inside the office in person. What about hybrid employments? People who work out of home, they just have to log into an attendance system. Sometimes it is not required also for them to log in, right? There is no separate portal. The moment they start working, the system auto captures. We have something called Sapient, right? That takes care of attendance also. So this, you can see a drastic change. So things like this are always there. So you will have so many changes happening. But the most important thing which doesn't change is your human nature, right? How you handle things, how you handle emotions, both yours as well as the employees. So the key thing, I'm sure everybody who talks will always say this, the key thing. So there are so many key things there you need to remember. It's very tough to remember every important element that is being shared by your professors, by your visiting faculties and everybody. Right? So always remember your priorities in life. So we for the next 1.5 years, 2 years, you are going to be trying to become a complete professional. In this journey, you may get frustrated, you may get tired, you may feel like giving up, but that is very easy thing to do. Giving up is very, very easy. Do not do that, right? So you have joined this institute with one vision in your mind. There could be distractions. Every one of us in this room has been in your situation at one point of your life, right? So, yeah, you raise your hand. Sorry? Okay. Yeah, so you want to say something? I can give you the mic.
What I want to say, sir? Sir, okay, you want to know any other information or any data? Any correct information? My name is Signesar.
Good. Vignesh, sir. Okay, good. So we do have some entertainment here, right? From Vignesh. That is good. Okay, so coming back to our topic of HR in different era, this especially in this digital era. So I wanted to ask one basic question, which you don't need to tell me. You just have to keep in your mind is what is your idea about HR? What is this HR function is all about? Is it only hiring? Is it only processing salary? Or is it going around motivating people? Or is it what your electives have, what your subjects have? Are these only HR? HR is something beyond all these things, right? So the most important, they call it as resource. They used to call it as resource. Now we are not supposed to call our employees as resources. So the company has changed the terminology to people function. They don't call it as human resource. They call it as people function. Because people are the most critical asset in any organization. So your interaction with all these, this people can be part of your team, can be of your department, wherever you will be. So handling them and traveling with them is the most important thing, right? So that is why in this HR groups, HR meetings, HR fraternity, they focus more on developing our interpersonal skills. They say you don't need to sit behind the computer always. Now you have to go and meet employees. When we meet employees, we are always in a hurry to respond. We don't have the patience to listen. We always, what to do? What are we doing? We always in a hurry to respond. We don't listen to understand. The moment you start talking, I know what is going to be there, so I will immediately respond. So there we lose one important aspect called empathy, right? So some things can be automated. So when in HCL we had a policy, every company will have a different policy, procedure, right? So always somebody will have a question on this policy. So they will try to reach employee, HR partner. So if that HR is not available, they will try to discuss within the group, within friends, to find what is this policy about. They may not get that answer. So they will try to reach the HR person. HR may not be available. So that is when we came up with a bot. You know what is a bot? I'm sure now most of you will be knowing, right? So that will immediately respond. Because what we thought was the delay in response actually triggers people. If you are in need of an information and if you don't get it on time, you are not happy there. So this bot will immediately respond to give you the clarity on whatever question that you ask. But what the bot may lack is that empathy, right? Suppose if I ask a question to the bot saying, okay, I'm traveling, can I claim this? the bot will just go through the policy and it says, no, you are not eligible. But it will not come up with an alternative solution for me, what I can do, right? But when as an HR, if I am sitting and somebody is coming and asking me that question, I will say, yes, while you are not eligible, you can try this alternative solution, right? So, can we blame the bot for that? No, because the bot is designed in such a way where it has to respond in that similar fashion, right? So now, by the time you graduate, you join an organization, things will always, things would have been already in different, level. Not everybody may get to work in those organizations which are already, high in technical advancement. Some of them may still have some dependency on manual interventions, right? So while I started working in HCL BPO some 2 decades back, there were organizations which were also having high, technical interventions in their regular opportunity, work. But most of the organizations were not computerized. So that gave us an opportunity to work in that manual level, and also slowly we were able to see the change that is happening. We are part of that change. Now, while we say that yes, most of the organizations have developed, but however, are they completely into this AI bot level? Not many. So what we also do in our organization is we do this co-pilot based, right? Co-pilot. So the co-pilot will read through the mail. All I need to do is I just have to log into my system today morning. I'll just click on co-pilot. Okay, tell me what are the mails that I should respond in priority today. So it will list down the number of mails that is there in my inbox which I am yet to respond. Right? So that kind of simplifies my work. So I am able to prioritize my task, I am able to save time, then I can invest on myself or invest on the most important aspect which is you networking with your other team, your boss. It can be with your own self, right? So that is also important. So okay, so we do have some more people joining us. That's nice. So far I've been talking about it. So I wanted to make it interactive, but looking at your faces, I know you don't want to interact. Some of you are thinking, if I interact, it will not sound good. Nothing like that, right? So, so far, any questions that you have in your mind? Okay, so you showed a lot of questions in the morning, I guess. You want to reserve that and ask only during question and answer time? No? Yes? No? Yeah.
What is your view that you see on digital employee with moonlighting? All the digital employees are the positive one, and the how is your view and tell about it briefly?
Thank you, Sridhar. Okay, so now when we talk about moonlighting, so moonlighting versus gig, right? Both are different terminologies. So the basic thing is moonlighting is done which is not acceptable by the organization. The reason is you don't disclose certain things. So if you voluntarily disclose to your employer at the time of joining, then you do certain activity, you take up some activities, they will be ready to hire. It is like we do have close relative hiring policy, where if I am working, if my wife is also working in that organization, we are supposed to declare, yes, we are husband and wife. It doesn't mean no, husband and wife cannot work together. But it should be rightly declared in the system so that there is no bias done either at the time of hiring or for any increment, promotion, all those decisions, right? So similarly, if you are a gig worker, anyways, the company will know you are a gig employee. They want to employ your services only for a particular time or only during that particular project, definitely they can hire. But moonlighting is definitely not acceptable. How come this got? They were able to find out. Previously, when we were having all these records in paper, it was very tough to find somebody doing dual employment. We were not able to find. But now it is very easy. All you need to know is enter the person's UAN number, you will know what kind of PF contribution is going, from where, active contributions are what. So that will throw up. That is why we were able to catch, especially post-COVID, right? Because COVID is a big issue. It's a big challenge when it happened. So before COVID, we did have a lot of challenges, right? We had 2001 recession. Again, we had September 11 attacks. Then again, you had Lehman Brothers in 2008. That was also another recession. Then you had SARS virus, right? Swine flu. Then you had demonetization. So lot of things happened. But every such disruptions presented a great opportunity. So before COVID could come, lot of work, lot of things people were assuming cannot be done from home. This work cannot be done from home. But COVID changed that thought. We now have, okay, we can actually do work from home for this also. This work can also be done from home, right? So that we are able to engage so many people. Classrooms happen in hybrid. Exams happen, right? So proctored examination, all those things came up. So any kind of disruption will always give us a solution. So as an HR, if all of you want to become an HR, or if some of you want to become an HR, you need to be prepared to accept this reality that change is going to be the constant element, right? So you should be prepared to face it. The change is going to be there. Every decade there will be a big change. Now the rate of change is so fast. Previously it used to take a decade, 10 years for any big change to happen. Now it is taking less than 1 year, 2 years. So as an HR, you should be prepared to face these changes and suggest management with how to address these changes. So when we used to onboard employees, the onboarding used to, what is this onboarding? You will learn about it in your HR, subject. This is about recruiting person, somebody joining the organization. So if somebody is joining the organization, there will be a joining formality. That will happen only in person. Somebody will come to office, they will join, they will fill up all the forms, right? Then departments will come and give them an orientation of admin is for what, HR is for what, finance is for what, right? All these orientations will happen. But in COVID time, we were not supposed to enter offices, but we need to hire people. We need to have people to deliver projects because it's an IT company. A lot of projects are there. So we cannot stop onboarding. So there we started doing the online. Like the recruitment happened online. Nobody is appearing in person for interview. People just have to have a system. They will have camera enabled laptop to join the interview. That's how we were started hiring. The entire process completely changed due to COVID. right? So we had onboarding happening online, people were joining us, then induction happened online, the kind of training, the technical trainings were online. So that was completely online, no offline classes. But after 2 years, 3 years, now it is called hybrid mode. The reason why it is called hybrid is even now some of them will be online, most of them will be offline. So handling this kind of environment is also a little challenging. Suppose I conduct an event, I call people. If all of you are inside a room, a physical room, then engaging with you is all the more easy. But when I have participants, 50% here, 50% online from their respective locations, right? And they will have their own priority. They would have joined, okay, some of them would have joined through mobile. They may not have a standard internet connection. It can go off. So that is a challenge for an HR to conduct an event in a hybrid mode, where some of the people online, some of them are offline. So engaging them, engaging the hybrid team is also a challenge. That will start making us think, okay, what kind of games I should do to engage even the online crowd. So when we have an offline people participating in an event, we will conduct a different game. For those online, we will have an HR joining online to engage them, engage the online audience to participate. So all these things prove us again and again that we need to be prepared for coming up with solution for all the problems. I am given to understand some of you are from engineering background, right? The engineers are called as problem solvers. You will have problems. The moment you see a problem, you have to come up with, solution for that problem, right? Similarly, the MBA professionals, you all have to, come up with what are the challenges that the management says about certain things. You will have to find solution for it, right? Okay. So, any other question apart from Sridhar? Okay, so now at least let me see how many people you can, you want to be into this HR as a career option. No, nobody wants to be an HR. Okay? Why are you thinking twice before lifting? Okay, good. I can see some couple of hands. Okay, so I assume the others don't want to get into HR for now. Probably you will think about it later once your placement is nearing, right? Probably after your second semester or third semester, you will decide, okay, this is the elective I'm going to be. So when we talk about digital era, the moment we talk about digital revolution, all of us want to do analytics, right? Everybody is interested in Power BI. We talk about, yes, I want to do the business analytics. So all the analytics, why HR is also focusing on that is any decision that we take should be strongly backed by the data, right? If there is no backing of data, then the decision that you take may not be right. So if I assume, okay, in this group, or 50% of this group wants to move into HR, so that is a wrong assumption, and I cannot decide based on that. But I have to have a, data which says how many people are interested in HR as a career option. If I have the data, then I can make a decision on it. So similarly, in your HR career or whichever career path that you choose, if you have to decide something, before deciding, you should look at the data, and your decisions should be driven by the data only. So now when I look at data analytics, Power BI and all as an option, okay, I am interested in learning Power BI. You will get volumes of data, you will work on the data, and you can easily present in a very nice graphical representation. But more than that, people will look at what kind of insights you are able to draw from the data. Because the insights play a major role. If I say, okay, my company's attrition is 12%. So when I say attrition, it is a percentage of people who leave the organization, right? So voluntarily. So if it is 12%, which means out of 100 I have 12 people leave an organization. So that 12% of attrition is happening. Then I will further divide it whether this 12% is from the fresher group or from the experienced people. So those kind of insights I have to get it from my data scientist. The person who is taking care of data, he will give me that insight so that I get to know, yes, these are the insights I can look at. So people who are interested in data analytics, you should look at what are the kind of data solutions I am giving, not only in a pictorial representation format, but also what is the insight that we are getting out of this data. So whenever you have that as a session, if you are supposed to prepare and work on a data and share, you please don't share only the pictorial format representation, right? You give your insights on the data also. That is also very important. Okay? So, adding to the similar, practices, when it comes to the entire life cycle of an employee life cycle starts from the time they join the organization, right? They join the organization, they go through a training, they have an appraisal. What is that appraisal? Performance appraisal is where they get rated on their performance and based on which they get the salary increase, right? So all these things, when you have the automated tools, so we use SAP in our organization so that the SAP will have all the repository. Otherwise it is tough for us to go through physical copies of appraisal form to know what is the strength and weakness of an employee, right? Which is very important at the time of appraisal. Because the appraisal will be done by your managers. The managers will give some rating. That rating will get captured in a hard copy, and when you have to do an appraisal at the end of the year for preparing salary increase, you have to go through physical records. But now it is all system driven, where as an employee I log in, I know what is my goal, what I am supposed to do, how much I have done, what is my achievement, what is the kind of rating I am getting, and I am also knowing what is the increment I am getting even before the letter could come, because now it is all in system. So that is one revolution that has also happened in the employee life cycle, because this is something where the transparency is very important. Some organizations are known to be very transparent in their communication, because they don't want to keep the employees in brim about what is happening with their performance, right? So you join the company, you work there, then you get either retired out of it or you move to some other company. But when you are in an organization, still the company wants you to focus on upskilling yourself. So this terminology you will keep on hearing. People will talk about skill. They will ask you to do upskilling, cross-skilling. The reason is because the skill is the value that you are going to create. The higher the skill you have, the higher the value you have in the job market, right? So never stop skilling yourself. You need to focus, you need to just grab wherever possible to do the upskilling. Okay, so if I have selected this particular group, okay, I'm going to be an MBA professional. I want to get into digital marketing. So digital marketing, yes, it's a huge space. So what do I know apart from the syllabus that is being taught in the college? The most important thing is you need to look at your network, right? The more you connect with people, you will get lot of idea about what is the best practice that is happening in the industry. Okay, one size don't fit all, right? So you cannot copy and paste that model here. So what works in a bigger organization may not work in a smaller organization, but similar processes you can design and you can follow that. So throughout your career, not only till your college, but throughout your life, some aspects you need to focus, that is your network. You need to maintain that network, have good connect, have frequent networking with your classmates, with your alumni, right, with your seniors also, because at any critical juncture of your career, you may get a required support from that network. So never discount the network. Today you may see, okay, there is no value in me, I don't see any value in meeting this person. But you never know, that person may give you that helping push at the time of your need. So when the recession happened, a lot of people lost their jobs. Some of them were able to get quick replacement. They got placed in some other organization. The reason is they had a strong network. That network was able to keep them placed in a job. So that is very important for us, right? Okay. So now
this podcast crowd is completely distracted, right? What is the thing that is bothering you? What is it that is bothering you now? Nothing is bothering. Are you waiting for the session to get over? Okay.
So what will you do if you are forced into a room where you have to listen to some session? It's not going to happen every time, but once in a while you will have to go through certain things, right, in life. When that happens, what you need to do? How will you keep yourself motivated? Open, you will always learn something from the other. You always look for an opportunity to learn. In your entire last 2 weeks of this continuous session, you would have been part of different sessions, you were listening to different speakers, you involved yourself in some journey, doing a lot of things, right? Some things will only remain in your mind. But if you forget it, then you will never be able to get it back again. You need to keep on reprocessing it. Try to check, okay, what happened? What the gentleman from Stella Software came and he said something about it. What I should do. There are so many such discussions happen. Why all these things are happening now is, in all of this, even if 10% of the people are able to get some, learning, that is going to make a change. Because that 10% of people will definitely make an impact in the lives of many people. So that is how even organizations, when we do any kind of training, any kind of this kind of an activity or learning, some may not be part of those learnings. It is okay. Not everybody will get, or not everybody will be interested in certain things. Some of you may be having interest in something else. But when you are expected to do a role, tomorrow this is going to happen to you in an organization. You will be asked to do a certain level of work. You should be prepared to do that. Right? So if you listen to all the conversation, at the end of 2 years, you want to, okay, I want to get into a business. I want to run this operation of a multi-dollar billion organization. You will not be given that immediately. You will get an opportunity where you will sit and you will start working on a small organization. So that is where you have one elective. I saw that, which was very interesting. In one of your electives is managing small businesses, right? So when you start designing your work, you are preparing yourself. Whatever you learned, you will apply that in the small, business, and you can see that is impacting, see that is developing it, right? So remember, this is a journey that you have taken together. You are prepared to undertake. After this journey, some of you will start your own organization. Some of you will be, motivated to become an entrepreneur. You will start coming up with your own, your own company, your own idea. Some of you will join some organizations in different roles, HR, finance, right, as a marketing person. So the jobs that you will get, every job will give you a learning. And whatever job that you get, you will do it in a better way so that you are an SME in that particular job. And once you become an SME, do not stop yourself in that. That is where your upskilling and cross-skilling was referred, right? The moment you do cross-skilling, you will start getting more opportunity, more responsibility that will help you in further growing your career, right? Okay, so if for example, if I say a HR guy may not have a finance exposure, right? Not as much as a chartered accountant. A chartered accountant will have so much of exposure in finance, not like a HR person. But the HR should also know certain, terminology.
Hey,
Hi.
Finance for non-finance managers, right? So that when you are part of a bigger, larger group, there could be, conversation about gross sale, what is the top line, what is the bottom line. So when you have this conversation, these jargons, if as an HR, if I'm not sure about what is this, then it will be tough for me to be in that, board group. So that is how it is going to be. The expectation is you will not only be a specialist, you will be expected to be a generalist also. You need to have knowledge about so many areas. You may be specialized in certain things, but it is good to be part of or to know, most of the thing as a generalist person, right? Yeah. So any question? I'll come to you.
Good afternoon, sir. I am Kritika, second year MBA. Recently, I have read in newspaper that RBI governor has told the development of technology has affected the unemployment in finance department. That once it was 50% technology dependent and 50% of employees, and now it has changed to 74 and 26%. This was a drastic change, and he told that it will affect the lower and middle level employees in the finance. And he also mentioned that HR will definitely have a challenge in facing this. So what challenges you will face in upskilling your employees, sir?
Thanks, Kritika. The first challenge will be, why should I upskill? That could be the question. Huh? Yeah, so your colleague Kritika asked one doubt. Did you listen to Kritika's question? Very good. Yeah, so I think your friends are also saying everybody is having ears. That's good. So Kritika's question was, what is the challenge in upskilling? So the first challenge is, people should realize that they should do upskilling. The first question will be like, why should I upskill? I am not going to lose my job, so why should I upskill? This question is the first challenge as HR I face, because the employees don't want to do upskilling because they don't see what is going to happen 2 years, 3 years from now. Most of the roles that were there are now redundant. When I say redundant, those roles are not available now because of automation, right? Lot of work where the transactional work got automated. So suppose now you walk into a bank, the kind of the number of people in the teller or in the other divisions, previously it used to be a lot. Now most of the work is automated, so you don't need so many people. But what kind of challenges that we are going to face is, everybody is now having a smartphone. Everybody has ChatGPT also, right? But will everybody will be able to search and get the same information that you and me, or who is so proficient in using it, will be able to get? No. So that is why now organizations are saying you need to have the generative AI also. You need to know how to use it. That is more important. So we need to start developing our skills on how to use properly the generative AI, right? So your that RBI governor's statement, I do agree it's a challenge. Challenges are always there. That is why I said at the beginning we had so many disruptions. This is one of the disruption. So as an HR, what we see is, yes, resistance. People will resist for getting themselves upskilled. So we need to show them by doing this what it is going to help. Because everybody understands one important thing, right? What drives everybody is what's in it for me. If as an HR, if I'm able to say what's in it for you in attending this upskilling, then obviously you will see more subscriptions happening for the upskilling, right? So that is where organizations rely on HR to find out what's in it for me, for each an employee, and motivate them to upskill themselves. So that is definitely a challenge. That is what, as an organizations, we all face. We will definitely face even tougher challenges in the coming days. That is why I always say, be prepared to face the challenge. Okay? Thank you for that question, Kritika. Yes, and you had.
Any medical problem? I'm asking you, did you have your that what are the strategies you are using for employee retention?
It's the next question. So why should an organization get into employee retention? First and foremost, why we should do that? To reduce, because one thing is attrition is going to be there. Attrition is what? People leaving. Every organization will have attrition happening, and every organization do accept attrition at a healthy level is good. What is healthy level? For that particular organization, what is a manageable level? Some organization can easily refill any position, so they can keep it higher, no issue. But for some organization, refilling that attrition position is tough. So they need to ensure they have higher retention rate. So for retention rate, specific to the industry, specific to the company, specific to the organization culture, certain interventions will be done. While we all accept money is the biggest motivator, even now, which across industries, across companies, by doing survey, we were able to find out, yes, money is one important aspect. But apart from money, people also are looking at various aspects. Like for example, recognition. Somebody would have been working, in an organization for lots of years and would have come up with lot of activities, initiatives. But if there is no recognition, no amount of money is going to help that person, right? That person will definitely look for recognition elsewhere. So when you talk about, so his question was on retention strategies of different organizations. So HCL, what we have done is we want to give our employees an opportunity to upskill themselves by bringing in, okay, you can do your MBA from this organization, from this institute. You can, you want to do higher technical education, okay, you have signed up with Pilani. You enrolled yourself in this, right? And similarly we also have online learning portals, Simply Learn and our own CPO tool. All those tools we enable for employees so that they can constantly, if they want to upskill themselves, they can do that. So this is one strategy. And compensation wise, we have made it flexible compensation, which you will see. Previously it never used to be like flexible compensation. You will be only fixed. You will have basic HRA, CCA, other allowances. These are the standard compensation structure, right? So, and it will be very easy also for you. The moment you see a payslip, you will understand what it is. But nowadays, companies have designed payslips in different way where you cannot even understand what it is because of a lot of demands from the people. I don't want to have so much of high basic. Why should I have a basic salary of so much? Why don't you reduce my basic? Because based on the basic only you have your PF and all, right? So people want to keep it flexible. I want to have it as a reimbursement. I have my own car, so I will get it as a reimbursement on monthly, fuel and maintenance. So that helps. So this is also one retention strategy of an organization by giving them a flexi pay, so that they can reduce the tax on their salary. Otherwise, you will have a lot of tax getting deducted. So people want to convert it. That will also help in retention strategy. But whatever you do, whatever you come up with a retention strategy, you should first understand for my industry, for this organization, what is a healthy attrition rate? What is the rate in which I can contain? It should not go beyond the control. Because organizations always say, right, you need fresh minds to work. So that healthy rotation of people should happen, that healthy churn should happen in the organization. That will help the organization as a whole. Right? So that's
ESOPs.
So we also have ESOPs. ESOPs is where you will have some shares given to the employee. Shares will be given so that you will retain. The more you retain, whenever the company announces result, they may give you a debenture, they may give you bonus shares, right? So that also plays as a retention strategy for the employee, right? Yes.
Good afternoon, sir. I'm Federici from second year MBA. So my question is, what is the best practice for HR in managing diversity and inclusion initiatives?
So why are the organizations now focusing on diversity? So you asked me the question on what is the strategy that we are doing, but first and foremost we need to understand why it is being happening now.
Hey,
ஹாய்.
என்ன டென்ஷன்?
இல்லை சீனியர், MBA கோர்ஸ்க்கு பெஸ்ட் காலேஜ் தேடிட்டு இருக்கேன். ஃபாரின்ல பண்ணலாமான்னு பார்க்குறேன். ரொம்ப ஸ்ட்ரெஸ்ஃபுல்லாக இருக்கு.
பெஸ்ட் காலேஜ் ஏன் ஃபாரின்ல போய் தேடணும்? பக்கத்துலயே இருக்கப்போ RLIMS MBAக்கு இதான் பெஸ்ட் சாய்ஸ். ஃபினான்ஸ் அண்ட் பேங்கிங், டிஜிட்டல் மார்க்கெட்டிங், அக்ரி பிசினஸ் மேனேஜ்மெண்ட் அண்ட் பிசினஸ் அனலிட்டிக்ஸ்.
பட் நான் இன்ஜினியரிங்ல எனக்கான எலெக்டிவ் கோர்ஸ் அங்க இருக்கா?
எஸ் இருக்கு. ஆர்டிஃபிஷியல் இன்டெலிஜென்ஸ், மெஷின் லேர்னிங், மெட்டாவர்ஸ், பைத்தன் ப்ரோக்ராமிங், பிளாக் செயின் எக்ஸெட்ரா எக்ஸெட்ரா. இன்னும் எக்கச்சக்கமா இருக்கு. அதுவும் வெல் எக்ஸ்பீரியன்ஸ் அண்ட் குவாலிஃபைட் ஃபேக்கல்டி அண்ட் ஃபாரின் கெஸ்ட் லெக்சர் வச்சு சொல்லி தராங்க. So
RLIMS தான் பெஸ்ட் சாய்ஸ்.
RL Institute of Management Studies, TVR Nagar, Arupukottai Road, Madurai 625022. Email ID rlims@rlims.in. Contact number 9506655581. Hey,
ஹாய்.
என்ன டென்ஷன்?
இல்லை சீனியர், MBA கோர்ஸ்க்கு பெஸ்ட் காலேஜ் தேடிட்டு இருக்கேன். ஃபாரின்ல பண்ணலாமான்னு பார்க்குறேன். ரொம்ப ஸ்ட்ரெஸ்ஃபுல்லாக இருக்கு.
பெஸ்ட் காலேஜ் ஏன் ஃபாரின்ல போய் தேடணும்? பக்கத்துலயே இருக்கப்போ RLIMS MBAக்கு இதான் பெஸ்ட் சாய்ஸ். ஃபினான்ஸ் அண்ட் பேங்கிங், டிஜிட்டல் மார்க்கெட்டிங், அக்ரி பிசினஸ் மேனேஜ்மெண்ட் அண்ட் பிசினஸ் அனலிட்டிக்ஸ்.
பட் நான் இன்ஜினியரிங்ல எனக்கான எலெக்டிவ் கோர்ஸ் அங்க இருக்கா?
எஸ் இருக்கு. ஆர்டிஃபிஷியல் இன்டெலிஜென்ஸ், மெஷின் லேர்னிங், மெட்டாவர்ஸ், பைத்தன் ப்ரோக்ராமிங், பிளாக் செயின் எக்ஸெட்ரா எக்ஸெட்ரா. இன்னும் எக்கச்சக்கமா இருக்கு. அதுவும் வெல் எக்ஸ்பீரியன்ஸ் அண்ட் குவாலிஃபைட் ஃபேக்கல்டி அண்ட் ஃபாரின் கெஸ்ட் லெக்சர் வச்சு சொல்லி தராங்க. So
RLIMS தான் பெஸ்ட் சாய்ஸ்.
RL Institute of Management Studies, TVR Nagar, Arupukottai Road, Madurai 625022. Email ID rlims@rlims.in. Contact number 9506655581. Hey,
ஹாய்.
என்ன டென்ஷன்?
இல்லை சீனியர், MBA கோர்ஸ்க்கு பெஸ்ட் காலேஜ் தேடிட்டு இருக்கேன். ஃபாரின்ல பண்ணலாமான்னு பார்க்குறேன். ரொம்ப ஸ்ட்ரெஸ்ஃபுல்லாக இருக்கு.
பெஸ்ட் காலேஜ் ஏன் ஃபாரின்ல போய் தேடணும்? பக்கத்துலயே இருக்கப்போ RLIMS.
So by 2040, as an organization, we want to meet at 40% diversity, right? So this metric parameter, if it is given by the board, so every leader is committed to ensure that we are meeting it. So thereby, this helps in increasing women hiring, that helps, right? And similarly, you can see a lot of companies now have ESG goals, because government was also waiting for companies to do that on own. Some companies are pioneers; they were doing it on their own, but now the organization, the countries, have decided to give such goal, so that you meet that. That has become a basic criteria. You should have ESG goals. The reason is because we are focused on the atmosphere also, right? So it is similar to you having PF deduction. Many companies previously were not having PF deduction. They will say, okay, you are MBA, here, do this marketing work, 15,000 salary. They may not even give a payslip, right? But now lot of companies have started giving payslip, started introducing PF and ESI insurance benefit. These have become some kind of a compliance also. If you have 20 more people, in your organization you are expected to do this statutory compliance, right? Like statutory compliance is there, similarly this diversity hiring, this inclusion percentage, this ESG goals, all these metrics are also driven to motivate the organization to do things in a proper way which are of high importance, right? So, any other questions? I saw some.
Sir, my name is esteemed from 2024-2026 batch. In recruitment process, how will you find right person for right job?
That is always the toughest thing to do, right? So when we were doing manually also, we were finding it challenging, right, to find a right person for the right job. Because I always believe in one thing, any interviews that happen, more than the candidate, more than the interviewer, the candidate is better prepared for the interview, right? So what kind of knowledge that they are carrying and they are showcasing during that interview selection is something completely different when you hire them based on their interview performance alone and put them in a job. You see there is a drastic change. So the way in which they approach the work was different. So that resulted in psychometric test, right? So you want to see how the person is scoring in psychometric. Based on the psychometric analysis, people are saying, okay, this person is the right fit for this job. You can only, you cannot completely say right fit. You can say, okay, kind of a fair fit for the job. So if you are able to get at least 70% fit for the job by following these tests, then that person can be trained, because some amount of training is definitely required. Some people have a will to do by themselves, right? Some people, they may not have that will to do. You may need to do them some kind of a coaching so that they get their mind in doing it, right? Yeah.
One question on behalf of the students. So what do you think dress code and grooming, whether it is important? Because many students here feel it is not vital. What is in your opinion?
Okay. See, that's one of the most important questions, I should say. The reason we always are in a dilemma. What is acceptable, right? Whether this is acceptable or it is not acceptable. Can I insist on full formal? Can I insist on being business casual? This kind of dilemma is always there in the minds of the management, right? Across organizations. I have worked in different industries also, IT, non-IT, BFSI, right? But what I see the most important thing is, all party, aadai party. The moment somebody looks at you, they decide, okay, how committed you are, whether you are a professional or not. That is most important. But nowadays, there are a lot of startups which started revolutionizing this, right? They are saying, boss, I don't need to wear full formal shirt, pant to the office. I just step into my office wearing my cargos, wearing my shorts, I'm sitting. While that may look very nice, but some clients are still, traditional oriented. I can even quote Japanese clients, right? They are so punctual, they give importance to the time, right? And they give importance to your dressing also. If you meet them without a clean shaved face, they will think that, okay, are you not well? They'll start asking. So that is the most deciding factor for your clients, the kind of customers that you serve. What is their priority becomes your priority. That is how we approach. With HCL, if you ask me, yes. With respect to HCL, we insist on following the dress code. Okay. Some relaxation we give based on the conditions. For example, today it rained a lot. People will say, I'm traveling, I'm not wearing my formal shoe. That's a put it on the desert. For that, be excused. Jeans, okay. T-shirt, collared T-shirt, okay. torn jeans is not at all allowed. Hoodies are not allowed. You know, you will not look like a professional, you look like a drug peddler. So, we don't know what you carry inside the hoodie. Yeah, so sorry if I pinpointed on somebody. It was not intentional, unintentional, right? But more than anything, if you have an attitude to work, that will definitely show, irrespective of your, how you are dressed up. If your attitude is very bad, trust me, will be able to identify that. The moment I get into this room, I know who have a good attitude, who don't have a good attitude, who have a lot of area of improvement in developing that attitude, right? All it requires is just one look, we'll know. That is the experience people are carrying. And similarly, you can also know when you get into a place, you look at the crowd, you will see, okay, are you comfortable there? Or are you not comfortable? Right? So that by default everybody has. So HCL insists on dress code, because that has been the, but however for Madurai we have also taken some relaxation. We are trying to be accommodative as possible. If somebody is coming in full dhoti and shirt, properly ironed, we allow them also. We don't say no to them. So that's the kind of dress code that we have for HCL. One last question.
Can you pass this, please?
Good afternoon, sir. I am Shema from second year MBA. In September, we are going to have placements. So that could you share some reasons? What are the mistakes to be avoided while attending an interview?
Okay, those are big. That's a big list.
Right? Because mistakes. So first and foremost is never be nervous and have that confidence and approach the interviewer with a genuine smile. Your smile should not show some nervousness, right? Be professional, have that confidence smile. That gives a kind of mindset, right? It's all about mind game also. The interviewer will be like, okay, somebody is confident. Okay, let me handle him or her accordingly. But the most important thing is a couple of basic things, right? Obviously, you should be properly dressed for the interview. You should be prepared for the interview. What is the preparation? Now every information is available about the company online, not like previous time. When I used to attend interview, I never had this kind of facility that we currently have. Every information is in your thing, but you need to focus on why this particular role they are looking for. What are they doing with this role, this kind of job role? Okay, you are joining as a fresher, you will see what is the company is known for, right? Look at company's financial, statement, right? Then you can say, okay, this is the project that the company is focusing on. How my skills are going to help. I am a fresher, but my biggest advantage is I am a quick learner. So you should focus on your learnability. You should showcase incidences where you are not having much of a learning curve, and immediately you deliver some project. It could be for your internal purpose or external. And also we look at people who are engaged in the society through some CSR activities, right? Why we are saying, because that is also important, that you are creating an identity, you have the passion to do certain things. That is why we keep asking hobbies and everything. But people will always say the standard hobby, reading books, playing cricket, watching movies. That is not going to help much, unless if I am also part of your hobby where I also play cricket with you in a ground, right? Otherwise, we will be interested in seeing what kind of social awareness you have, whether you are taking up some issues respecting to your society and trying to find some solution. Have you ever made such effort? So that will make you stand out from the rest of the crowd, because everybody is from the same institute. How are we going to pick you from this person? That is where your you should show that yes, these are the things that I have done outside. These are the achievements I have. This is what drives me. And always remember, you should have your value system clearly defined. And you should express it willingly. That you are somebody who is having, zero compromise on your value system. You will not compromise on certain things. So that will also help. Okay? I know you will have some sessions conducted to how to better prepare for these interviews. So I'm sure you will get more suggestions in that as well. So thank you so much. With this, I'd like to close the session.
Right. Wonderful session I was able to listen through, and I don't know how many brothers are able to grasp and understand what is being discussed here and told. Still few of the students need subtitles, right? So when you look for subtitles, that will be quite challenging to comprehend. It will take some time for everybody to realize that. They will also do that. But quite inspiring and a lot of information being shared on this particular topic. Good information. Thank you for sharing all these things. Before we go for thank note, I'd like to recognize my Marimuthu here, who shoots us through camera and video throughout. Thank you. So I request my fellow faculty, Dr. Kolendi, to formally say the vote of thanks and we close it.
Good afternoon, all. It was a wonderful lecture on HR frontiers in the new digital age, and what is the role of the human resource manager and how it has changed because of the internet and other technology development. So people management plays a very important role today. Thank you, sir, for throwing this to light. I hope that you will be interested in meeting us in the subsequent endeavors. Thank you. Thank you very much for the opportunity.
Thank you, sir. I request my IT faculty, Dr. Shekhar sir, to honor the guest with a memento. So it's our pleasure to be here with you. My corporate relation head will be in touch with you for the internship department. We'll also talk. Thank you for the session. Let's give a big round of applause.